Today we're going to take a look at Grape Finance, which is a brand new Tomb fork, one of the 3 coin systems, and only one of the coins is actually live right now. Only the Grape coin is live. The wine token, that is going to go live soon, I think on the 18th of January, so in like 2 or 3 days. And I wanted to give you guys a heads up to take advantage of this opportunity. It'll give you time to look into it so you can kind of plan your attack or not. So totally up to you. So we're going to do my analysis here. This is just a really brand new project, $5.5 million total value locked. And yeah, like I said, very early. So I want to get this to you guys quick, and we're going to go over the details, talk about the team, kind of look at some of the trends that are happening with the Tomb forks so that you can kind of plan accordingly with how you want to strategically maybe invest in this. So we'll see. Before we get into that, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel. My next goal is to hit 4,000 subscribers. We're cruising right along, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your support and you watching my videos. Next up, go ahead and follow me on Twitter. I've been more active on Twitter. I'm tweeting some alpha. If you would have been following me yesterday, I tweeted about a free NFT drop. You literally could have minted it for $1. And right now the floor price on those NFTs is like 20 to 30 bucks. And some of them are going for way more than that, almost $500, $600. So when I find those, I tweet them out. And you need to be on Twitter in order for me to send those out to you quickly, because sometimes it's too fast, it's too long to make a video. So Twitter is where it is at for that quick alpha if you have to drop everything and act fast. Also, last thing, in the description below on this video, you can get $50 in free Bitcoin when you spend $100 in crypto or when you buy $100 worth of crypto on okcoin.com. I know I say it every video because it's $50 in free money. Like, you're here because you want to make money. All you do is you buy $100 worth of crypto and then you get $50 in free Bitcoin. Like, that's the quickest returns and probably like the least risky thing that you could do. Not financial advice. None of this is financial advice, but let's get into the video. So Grape Finance here, brand new, still just a little bud on the vine. And the team is pseudo-anonymous. They did KYC with Oxguard. If we take a look here, it looks like on January 10th, so just about 5 days ago, Oxguard tweeted out that they have successfully know your customered the Grape Finance team. So looks like the CEO has had their ID and everything verified. So if you trust Oxguard, you trust their process, then you know that Grape Finance is a lower potential risk for being a rug. I mean, it could still fail, it could still rug. Nothing is 100% in life, or especially in crypto. So just something to keep in mind, but that's good because I think it's let's see, KYCs, yeah, it's like $2,000 to get KYC'd. And it takes time, so it's something that you want to that needs to be done. I mean, if you're a legitimate project, it's something that you need to be done. And man, I'm thinking about maybe starting an audit service, because that's a pretty incredible. It seems like that'd be a profitable business to be in right now. Anyway, enough about that. Let's stay on task. So, what is Grape Finance? Like I mentioned earlier, Grape Finance, it's a brand new Tomb fork. It's on the Avalanche blockchain. And the whole idea is their vision is to have Grape be the algorithmic stablecoin, and that's going to be on peg or equal to value to MIM, which is magical internet money, which is the mainstay stablecoin on the Avalanche network. Okay, so a few things about that. Number one being, and this is like kind of a warning, so perk your ears up, pay attention here. Each Grape wants to be 1-to-1 value, 1-to-1 peg on MIM. That means that right now MIM or Grape is very much overvalued. Okay, it's very high right now. It's like 100. It's way above peg, which means Grape is programmed to come down. So keep that in mind. That's going to come up in a little bit. And as you can see, actually, I'm going to jump over to this here, which is the deck screener, and it shows what happened. And the point I'm trying to make here is this is the price of Grape against the MIM, and MIM is pegged to the dollar. So against the, it's basically in US dollar terms. When Grape went live with their Genesis pool, I believe that's what it would have been, started at a cost of $4,000 per Grape. Shot up hard out of the gates. It freaking mooned to almost 30K. All right, less than a day later, and then huge descent straight down, plummeted to earth, and it looks like it ended up somewhere between like the $200 and $400 range, and it's been slowly declining to about 100 now. That's to be expected because I think that, from what I could tell, let's see here, because they started off with a very high circulating supply. They have a total supply of 2,500. That's what I should say, and I think that's all that there's ever going to be. The G bond, we'll see if they allow you to, bond more grapes. But at this point, it's because it shot up really quickly because it's brand new. So it had attention, and people like to try to, speculate out of the gates. However, there wasn't enough after that initial, the speculators made their money, they sold, and then that's when the price went plummeted back down to equalize with supply and demand, because there's really not that much demand for it right now. There's not. But like I said, this is a brand new project. It's one to keep an eye on. The team is KYC'd, so that's a good sign. It's not perfect, but they're pseudo doxed in a way. What the opportunity is here potentially that I see, and again, this is not financial advice. Nothing here is financial advice. Never invest more than you have to lose. This is for entertainment and informational purposes only. Is wine. Wine is this protocol's or this project's governance token. Okay, so this would be like the T shares in Tomb, which went up to like 20 grand or 25 grand, somewhere around there. Because once you have governance tokens, that gives you a vote, that gives you a seat at the table to help drive and steer how the money is spent on this project, how the direction that the devs take on this project, the direction the community takes on this project. You need wine tokens to do that. Plus, you'll be able to stake your wine tokens, you'll be able to farm with your wine tokens to add liquidity, etc., etc. So at this point in time, let's say you wanted to stake now. All that you're allowed to do at this point is to stake your grape. I don't even know if it allows you to do it because this is so new. Let's see if it allows you to farm. Okay, it allows you to farm currently. And you have 3 options to farm, and you have to use one of the top 3. The bottom was the Genesis pool. That's kind of like a test run, just to kind of get things kicked off and going. And they usually add some sort of incentive because it's a higher risk on a new project. Anyway, right now you have 3 options. If you want to add liquidity to the Grape Finance Vineyard, you could buy some grape off of Trader Joe by using the link on the DApp here. And you could also create a liquidity pair by depositing grape, equal parts grape and MIM, and creating a liquidity pair token there and adding it in. And then if you wanted to, you could approve your grape here just like you would normally. But yeah, look at this, 30%. You're getting 30% back if you do that, which is freaking insane. Obviously high risk because look at this, less than $1 million are locked right now. But yeah, APR over 10,000%. Daily returns almost 30%. Okay, for adding liquidity here. So that is juicy. That is super juicy. That might be the juiciest of the juice that I have seen in a while. Obviously, doesn't come without risk, but hey, this could be one to keep an eye on. Okay, so at least, I know that, like I just showed you here, this is terrifying. Like if you would have bought here and then or bought at the top and then it crashed down. But I mean, we've kind of hit a low point. It could go to 0. Like I said, this is going to be pegged to MIM down to $1. So it's like already 100x too high. But with that being said, you can still buy it and you can still farm it. And with this being so new, and with wine going to be coming out soon, and potentially an auto compounder, if I read the documentation correctly, it could see a little bump up. You know, we could see it bump up a little bit, but we'll see. I don't know. Like I said, it's all speculation, and I'm just trying to analyze trends that I've seen in previous projects that are similar. And but you never know. It doesn't mean it's going to repeat itself. Just people change, people learn, people behaviors change, and there's always new entrants into the market. So it's a constant flux of variables that factor into what happens. So yeah, I just wanted to bring that to your guys' attention. I'm going to be keeping my eye on the wine, and honestly, I might do some farming here. We'll see, because I mean, I have some MIM. I don't have any grape. I know that. The thing is, though, it's like, okay, what's my play? If grape stays at $100 and I put $1,000 worth of the liquidity pair token here, that means 500 of it is going to be, so I'll have 500 MIM, 500 grape. I'll be getting 30% back in grape, and then I'll have to figure out, I'm gonna have to bust out my calculator, guys. But let's say, like, where's my break-even point? How much can grape value drop for it to be not worth my time or to be unprofitable? Okay, so that's where my head's at right now. That's how I look at this. Because you got to think, that's not going to stay up. Oh boy, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up. But it's not going to stay there. But see how quickly it can change, though. So that's also something to keep in mind. And the sweet spot is, I don't know, man. Sometimes you have like a day, sometimes you have a week, sometimes you have like 5 hours. It just really, really depends on what's going on, what people had for lunch that day, what they're focused on. It's up, it's down, it's sideways. You just gotta kind of hone your instincts through experience. But hopefully this provides some direction. Or you could straight up, wrap some AVAX, deposit that in, and then you can get, 0.61% APR per day. So that's relatively low risk because, I mean, you're really the only bad thing. I mean, AVAX, it's going to fluctuate, but not as much as grape potentially is. But then if grape goes up, that could be a good way to get some earning potential with your AVAX if you're not using it. But then again, anytime you stake something in a protocol, that is risk because it's an added layer. It is a potential security concern. Let's see what we get if we stake our MIM. Okay, about the same as with the AVAX. So yeah. So current opportunity you can take advantage of. You could stake a liquidity pair, equal parts grape and MIM. Get 30% APR, which is nuts. That's the highest one I've ever seen. And yeah, take a look at their docs. We'll go home. Let's say you want to buy some grape. You hit buy grape here. It takes you to Trader Joe. It says, hey, this could be a rug. Be careful. I encourage you to read that. But basically, it's saying like, hey, if you want grape, this is it. This is what they're telling us it is. But anyone can make a coin, so it's on you if it rugs, basically. So you can buy that there. All you'll need is some AVAX tokens or some MIM. Or it looks like you can buy wine. You can start buying the wine shares. Which I don't know. I don't want to say anything too much off the cuff because it might come out wrong. But this market cap looks really high. $1 billion. This is not worth $1 billion right now. It's not. It's not worth $1.5 billion. So I can see this probably going down. If that's a circulating supply, how is that even possible? How many people own this thing? I'll have to take a look at the contract and see like how many people actually hold this thing, because those numbers just don't jive with me, and that's why I think like when their wine goes live. Hang on, where's their announcements here? Check out their Discord too. I mean, their Discord is pretty solid. I mean, it's still brand new, man. There's like less than 2,000 people. There might even be less than like 1,500 people. But they are pretty solid in their communications as far as the team is concerned. Like I said, this is brand new. As soon as I say that, hey guys, really sorry for the lack of communication. Yeah, I meant solid in terms of like they're clear, but yeah, it's not entirely frequent. Let's see here. Launch contracts published. Yeah, literally like 3 days ago. Trading pairs have been created. Launched on the 13th of January, so less than 2 days ago. Okay. Yep, 1,400 members. They're fixing a bug, so that's good. And that, I guess that could have been part of the reason why the price went down so much, but I don't know. I think it went up until like the 13th. Yeah, I mean, this was even on the 13th when that bug happened. Oh, and then it literally in one day crashed. Yeah, dude, that's the difference between 8 hours. 8 hours. It lost, oh my God, over $25,000 in value per token in 8 hours. So like I said, things can move quick. They're not on CoinGecko yet. I checked the tokens. I don't see them there yet. Let's see here. I like this because this will show you all the order book. Well, not the whole order book, but the buy and sell orders and kind of what's going on. It looks like there's a little red streak going on, so people are selling. Got a few purchases in the past couple of minutes here, but yeah, mostly red, mostly selling. So I don't know if these people are farming and they're just selling what they're earning on their farm, because that's what a lot of people do. They'll prune and then they'll just sell whatever their rewards are. But yeah, then you can take a look over here on the right-hand column. It tells you like in the past 6 hours, 1 hour, and 5 minutes how much the price has decreased in that time frame. But we're still up over the past 24-hour period by close to 40%. But we'll see how that holds up. And then if I just click Avalanche here, this gives you a, so these on the left-hand column, these are your blockchains. And then if you click the blockchain, the DEXs, the decentralized exchanges that are predominant on that blockchain will pop up on the top here. I'm clicking on Trader Joe. And then once you click on one of the exchanges, it will tell you what the most traded by volume items are. And you can click these column headers too if you want to sort them either in descending or ascending order. So right now, looks like Grape is ranked number 10. Yeah, price has gone down quite a bit, like $20 since we started talking here. Tells you how much volume, the transactions, and this is in the past hour. So this is a rolling hour, rolling 60 minutes. So it kind of tells you who's jockeying for the lead and where the attention is on that particular exchange. So I don't think they're over here. I'm just curious. We got some Jewel. Okay, enough of that. So yeah, guys, high APY. You can take a look at the roadmap here when stuff's coming out. Their Discord seems like they're having a good time. Where is their? They had an announcement I wanted to read over and show you guys. Links and info. Maybe this is it. Nope, that's not it. Facts. Here we go. Yeah, so if they have like 15 or 16 questions that they outlined and then answered them. What I'm looking for is, when do wine share rewards start? So this is what I wanted to bring your attention to. Wine reward pool is open on January 18th at 5 p.m. And I think that is, what is it, Greenwich something time? I think that's like whatever the zero is, like that's where time begins or something. If you look at the globe, that's like the zero line. So you'll just have to, Google it and factor out like what time that means for you locally. Let's see here. Which pools will be added to the wine reward contract? All right, so if you want to earn wine, you're going to have to add liquidity in the form of GRAPE-MIM or wine AVAX. How long will the wine reward pool last? Just over a year. How many wine shares will be distributed to the reward pool? 41,000. And I think that might be capped. We'll have to check the contract and see. Will you transfer operator of Grape token to the treasury and renounce ownership? Yes, this is planned in the first week. When we see the treasury and boardroom are functioning as intended, if we renounce too early, we could end up stuck. Interesting. When will a treasury and boardroom launch? Around midweek, just after launch of the wine reward pool. So the exact time will be to be determined. So yeah, join the Discord, get involved in the conversation. How can you be sure you won't rug? I've completed KYC and Oxguard it would be a prison sentence for me to do this. And then he links to what I showed you earlier on Twitter, from Oxguard's Twitter. I don't necessarily know if it would be a prison sentence, but I mean, it sounds like it could be. There would be repercussions. I don't know what the terms and conditions are with Oxguard, if they like have to turn it over to the authorities. I'm sure they do, actually. I mean, that would make sense. How much liquidity are devs adding? We're not launching using dev liquidity like many other AVAX Tombs forks have. We are launching using Genesis Pool, similar to how Tomb did. This pool will distribute rewards to stakers, which can be deposited into the LP pair. So that's what the Genesis Pool was for. People that want to, it's basically not like a pre-sale, but it gives you like the first right if you want to be involved with it and get higher rewards, but you're also taking on higher risk by adding liquidity to the pool that could just get freaking vaporized. You never know. But hope it works out for them. Hope it works out for everyone that gets involved here. Yeah. So yeah, they've got a pretty good culture coming around here. Some of these memes are kind of funny. That's how grapes are made. And they got like these little construction workers blowing up these raisins. How wine is made. So they got a grape peeing into a wine glass. Interesting. What did one grape say to the other? Quit whining. Oh my God. Thanks, Dad. So then I told the cop, wine is just grape juice. Look at that baby. He's drunk. My MIM grape LP. And grape trying to reach the fucking moon. I don't get it. It's all twisted up. It's just what? It's all like wound up. Is that it? It's just like can't go anywhere because it's all bound up in a vine. I don't know, dude. You know, I'll give him that one. All right. Me when wine will be launched. Shut up and take my coins. Thanks, Luigi. Me. Just a small investment in wine. Also me. Some chick drinking a comically large glass of wine or sangria. So much money, whatever. All right, that's funny. Grape cult, whatever. We got ourselves a butt luge, butt alcohol wine luge. Looks like they're having fun on spring break. Good for them. Okay, cool. Betty White, rest in peace. That's all I got, guys. Hope that was fun. Hope that was funny. And yeah, I hope that this provides to be a fruitful opportunity for you, no pun intended. And if you do invest, I hope that you make so much money you can buy your own vineyard wherever you want to in the world, and that you have world-class wines that just knock the snobbiest sommelier's socks off. So bye for now. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to get rich. Don't forget this is not financial advice. It's for informational and entertainment purposes only. And make sure you hit that notification bell because I got a lot. There's so much happening right now. And if you want to be in the know and find opportunities like this quickly, you need to be the first to know because time matters, as we just saw significantly with stuff like this. So things can move. And when they move, they can move quick. And don't forget, $50 and free Bitcoin if you use my link below. Peace, guys.